he won it, it was a loss because he said he was going to knock out. Control it, KSI, come on.
October 14th, this will be the day that you'll hate for the rest of your life. No pressure, Tom. I'll see you soon.
You have probably seen this clip online. I have been a fan of KSI since I was 15. I have been watching his videos every time I ate my food, but that changed recently. You know, I admire JJ, how hard he works, his work ethic. It's very inspiring, and it's somewhat crazy what he has done. He had come from this nerd who was playing video games, FIFA, to this guy who is doing whatever he's doing. Bro is doing everything at the same time, bro. Before the fight with Tommy Fury, I was going to a library with my girlfriend and I was reading this book. It was called Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. And there was this one particular sentence that really stuck inside my head. And as soon as I read it, I was like, yeah, that is KSI versus Tommy Fury. You know what that was? It was ego versus confidence. And after reading a few pages and losing my attention a few times, I slowly came to a realization that the ego guy, that is KSI, and confidence is Tommy. Because obviously Tommy is this professional boxer and KSI is this FIFA guy, YouTuber, entertainer. But it was deeper than this. As I was reading this book, this author was continuing. This guy with the ego, he would react emotionally every time he is even slightly challenged. He would crumble under pressure. And I couldn't help but visualize KSI slowly getting emotional after Tommy challenged him even slightly. I couldn't help myself but think about that. And brother, let me tell you, that is exactly what happened in the fight, in the face-off. Did you see how KSI was hugging Tommy the entire time? He was doing this to not get hit, to avoid getting knocked out. There is this really good story that I like about confidence and ego. There was this really strong, big man. Everyone was scared of him and nobody wanted to fight him. He said he's going to end the war if someone is gonna fight him. And for 40 days, nobody wanted to fight him. Everyone was scared of him. Everyone in the army, nobody. But then came young David, a visiting shepherd with 3 brothers in the army. David heard Goliath's challenge, and unlike the entire army covering in fear, he was confident that he could fight Goliath and win. Was he crazy? How could he possibly think he could beat someone so big? You know, David's entire life, he was killing wild animals, wolves, bears, with his fists, sticks and rocks. So David's confidence arose from experience, not ego. He had been through wars and done it with his bare hands. David knew his strengths, but he also knew his weaknesses. And actually, after trying a soldier's armor, he said, I cannot go there, because I'm not used to them. That is true self-awareness, bro. So how did the big guy respond to the tiny challenger, the shepherd? Just like a typical bully, he laughed. Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks? He shouted, come here, I'll give your flesh to the birds and the wild animals. This arrogance would be short-lived, because David came at him at full sprint, a sling in one hand and a few stones from the river in the other. In those few quick seconds, Goliath, the big guy, must have seen the confidence in David's eyes and been afraid for the first time. And before he could do anything, he was dead, his head cut off by his own sword. You should be aware of your ego. You should keep it in check, because it is the enemy. Ego is gonna make you react emotional to the world. And confidence, brother, build confidence. Did you see how Tommy was interacting with JJ? It was interesting, really interesting.
With you, I see nothing but just an opponent. A bit like in the early days where I was fighting these journeymen. I didn't know anything about them.
Yeah, especially people with
Wasn't
100 losses.
100 losses. They would beat you.
He was really confident. He believed in himself. Everything JJ said, Tommy was like, really? Really, bro? This is a self-improvement channel, brother. If you are interested, be sure to subscribe. We will together change our lives, bro. So the message from here is, don't end up like KSI. Don't get your ego in front of you. Don't let your ego guide your life, because you will get emotional in a bad way.
Do you want that rematch?
fucking hate losing, man.
He won it, it was a loss because he said he was going to knock out. Control it, KSI, come on.
As a man, you don't want to act on emotions. You want to be stoic. Stoicism. If you're trying to act upon ego, you're gonna do some stupid shit that you might regret later. You might say something stupid to your girl to look good in front of your friends. You may regret it later. There are many ways to build confidence, but one good way to do that is to go lift some weights in the gym. And do that consistently, because when you lift weights and you consistently go to the gym, do the hard work, you will change your self-image about yourself. And you will see yourself as the guy who is doing hard stuff, who can do hard shit when he wants to. Even if he doesn't feel like it, he does it. He does the hard shit. And this is gonna do something for your confidence so bad. Keep this in mind. Ego versus confidence. I'll see you in the next one. Bah!
That's your girl. That is your girl. Super dry.
Super dry. She's super dry.
Yeah.
Like dry.